Hey guys, today's video is going to be all about shoulder impingement, what it is, what causes it, and how you can fix it. So to begin, shoulder impingement is basically a condition when the tissues of the shoulder, the soft tissue structures, get pinched off or impinged by surrounding tissues and structures. And this can really be a quite painful condition. It can, the symptoms can vary from like a burning sensation to like a pinching sensation and an aching sensation. Just generalized pain right in the area of the shoulder where basically the head of the arm bone comes into the shoulder. It's called the glenohumeral joint. That area right here is usually where people feel pain when they have shoulder impingement. Now, one of the biggest factors contributing to shoulder impingement is basically work environment. So if you're sitting down at a computer, you're working at a desk, writing, whatever you're doing, that is one of the biggest players in causing your impingement. So what's really causing the impingement is twofold. It's anterior rotation of the shoulder, which basically means forward rotation. So, if you're typing at a keyboard, your shoulder is probably going to be rounded forward like this, okay? Especially if you're not aware of your posture and you're just kind of, zoned in on your work and you're not focused on your body, that tends to happen. Another thing that oftentimes accompanies that is medial rotation of the arm bone, which basically means it's rotated towards the midline or inwards. So you have the forward rotation coupled with the medial rotation like this. I'm exaggerating, of course, but that's usually how people sit when they're at a computer, especially if you're on a keyboard. You're sitting forward, you type like this. Your arms are medially rotated and your shoulders are rotated forward. You can just see, if you put yourself in that position, that you can see how tissues in there, tendons, ligaments, and connective tissue, other soft tissues in there can get pinched just from doing that. In fact, if you have shoulder impingement, by rotating the shoulders forward and going like this, putting yourself in that horrible position will probably re-trigger some of the pain in there. Luckily, I'm going to show you several things that you can do about that today. The first thing that I'm going to show you is how to stretch the joint capsule backwards. So we're addressing that anterior rotation by stretching the shoulders back. The second thing we're going to do is externally rotate the arm. So you're stuck in that medial rotation, and what I'm going to show you how to do is open it up and allow you to externally rotate. So we're going to do those two mobilization exercises, and then with that new range of motion that you have, I'm going to show you one strengthening exercise that you can do. What you're going to need is a heavy-duty resistance band like this that's closed. So this is just a giant circle. Basically, just wrap it around the machine like this so it's nice and anchored on there, and you're good to go. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to use this to both externally rotate the shoulder and pull it back and stretch the posterior or back part of the joint capsule out so that your shoulders will rest back more and you're not as likely to get as impinged in there. So basically to do that, so we're first going to distract the joint backwards. You're going to grab the band, pull it in deep, okay, right onto your arm bone here. Make sure that it's right on the head of your arm bone and not way up here on your collarbone, your clavicle, okay? It has to stay on the arm bone. You're basically going to put it right on top of the arm bone there. Take a big step out on the same, with the same leg on the same side that you're stretching. Put that arm behind the back and lean forward like this, okay? Twist away from it this way so that the band doesn't fly off of your shoulder. But allow your shoulder, try to stay relaxed here, and allow your shoulder to get pulled back like this, okay? If you keep fighting it forward like this, you're not actually getting the stretch and you're just wasting your time here. So you have to allow that shoulder to relax so that it gets pulled back into the posterior aspect of the capsule, okay? And then you're just gonna hang out here like this. You kind of lean forward hard here to add a little extra resistance, but we're just going to hold this for about 30 seconds, all right? And that's how you do that. You're going to do this on both arms, but I'm just demonstrating on one arm today. So you're going to do that both sides, 30 seconds, and you should feel an immediate difference after doing that. Your chest should feel more open. If it doesn't, go ahead and do another set of that. 30 seconds should be enough. So now we're going to externally rotate the shoulder. So this is a little bit different. You're going to leave the anchor point right about at the same level as it was at before, a little bit lower in shoulder height. You're going to put your arm through it this time so that it's right at your elbow here, right on the tricep. And then you're going to grab the band itself, okay? From here, you're going to take it overhead, right over your head here, and you're going to walk out to the side, okay? You're allowing the band to basically rotate your arm out this way, right here, okay? You're just gonna scissor in and out of end range motion here, okay? Be gentle here, guys. Don't crank on this too hard. Find your end range and then slowly kind of scissor in and out of that, just like this. Very, very slowly. Try to go a little bit deeper each time. So basically, we're trying to force our arms out into external rotation. I already have improved external rotation on this arm relative to this one just from demonstrating that. So basically, you're stuck inwards. We're using these two stretches to pull you back and out. All right, guys, you should have some improved range of motion right now. And now we're gonna strengthen in that new range of motion that you've acquired so that you're functioning at an optimal level here. If you just stretch every once in a while and you gain that range of motion but you don't ever strengthen there, you're not really doing yourself any good. So it's always good to couple stretching with strengthening right afterwards so that your muscles and your joints and your whole body, your nervous system gets used to using those muscles in that new range. So basically we're just going to do some external rotation here, okay? This will also help keep those shoulders set back more often without you having to be consciously aware of it at work. So basically what you need is a resistance band like this. You can just wrap it around a machine like what we did over there when we were distracting the shoulder. Or if you have something like this, you can use like a pulley, okay? It doesn't really matter. But basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab the resistance band on the band itself underneath the handles. So the handles are kind of flopping around in your hands like this, okay? You're gonna face the machine or whatever you have it anchored to. You're gonna lock your elbows in. Keep your elbows right here at 90 degrees, or 45 degrees rather. Okay, they're not at 90, they're not below. You're right here, and you're gonna rotate your arm bone out like this while opening up the chest. Keeping your spine in a neutral position. Try not to hyperextend from the back. But essentially what we're doing here is we're externally rotating the arm like this, and we're using resistance to strengthen those external rotators of the arm. So go ahead and use this, guys, especially if you're going to the gym and you're about to have an upper body workout. This is a very, very good mobilization series to go through if you're working out upper body, doing a lot of bench press and rows and things that would typically exacerbate shoulder impingement. So if you're leaving work and you're going to the gym, take like 5 to 8 minutes to make these mobilization drills part of your routine, and I promise that your shoulder impingement will feel better. Hope you guys liked that video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.